And we now have a call to make in Georgia. NBC News can project that Congressman Mike Collins has won the Republican runoff election for Senate and will now face Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff in what many political experts are saying is one of the most competitive Senate races this year. Let's go back to NBC's Steve Kornacki at the big board. Steve, how did this take form here?
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge surprise, Gotti, because, look, this is the runoff. These candidates had run in a primary with more candidates last month, and Collins was the clear number one in that race. He'd gotten over 40% of the vote. He was double digits ahead of Dooley in that preliminary. So this was a pretty steep hill for Dooley to climb all along. He was going to have to win the lion's share of the votes that were sort of up for grabs in this thing. And then at the end of this campaign, at the end of last week, Donald Trump got involved and endorsed Mike Collins. And we know that that Trump endorsement certainly has carried considerable weight in all these Republican primaries. So Dooley was sort of up against it. And the geographic contours here, about what we were expecting. This sort of pinkish shade of red here is the Dooley color. This was where his strength was, the Atlanta metro area in the primary. There's a lot of votes right there, but in a Republican primary, not as many votes as there are in a Democratic primary in Georgia. The Republican vote is more spread out. And as you sort of extend across this map here, wow, you just start to see that dark red shade for Collins here all across South Georgia here into the northwest corner. A lot of Republican votes up there. So just a breadth of support here for Collins that, Dooley didn't show that he had that breadth of support in the preliminary, and the evidence tonight is he didn't really build that in the runoff right here. And so the question then, as you say, is going to become one of the general election here. This is a race that, Democrats nationally trying to win back the Senate. They need a net gain of 4 Senate seats this November. That's a very hard thing for them to do when you look at what the map is going to be this November. One thing they absolutely can't afford if they're going to have any shot of doing that is losing a seat they already have. And that's the story here in Georgia. Jon Ossoff's the Democratic incumbent, and now we know his opponent is going to be Mike Collins. This is one, if Collins can make this a truly competitive race, and if he could ever knock off Ossoff this November, on the spot, he would all but cement the Republican majority in the Senate, because the math, if the Democrats can't hold on to a state like Georgia in a climate like this, the math for them would be too daunting, I think, elsewhere.
Yeah, and it's looking like come November, it could go either way. Steve Kornacki, really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.